Yeah. Look, this is historic in a great way for him, in a horrible way for Fnatic. They are one of the teams that you always assume will probably make it to the finals, even as they have been looking a bit shaky. You gotta wonder, they've shown signs in this tournament already that even though there were some mistakes, that they had sort of the mentality to get back in. I mean, the look on their faces here, that's the 1,000 yards there from Olofmeister. He's somewhere else right now.
He is, that's the thing. You see that look, and Crims as well. I mean, Crims always looks pretty composed, but once he starts really toying with his beard like that, that's when you know, gears are grinding, and he's trying to find a way out of it. I mean, Crims is doing damage. He's got 8 frags. He's leading the charge for Fnatic, but 8 versus the 17 on NBK, the 17 on Happy, the 13 on Apex, and the 12 on Kiyoshima. He's actually tied with Kenny, who is the last man on Envy.
Yeah.
It doesn't cut it, and now, well, the countdown begins to get into the second half. Fnatic sitting on 2 rounds going into this pistol. Crims going for the Tech 9. And do they raid boss Olofmeister? This is usually a strat for Fnatic. They'll give him that Tech 9, but it looks like Crims might be holding on to it this time. Olaf, that confidence. He needs to find the confidence to get his head in the game.
Second half coming up here, third map in, and Envy just showing us what Counter-Strike is all about. Once you get everything rolling, could do some truly magical stuff. Hiding in the corner is going to be Happy, and look like they're not checking it here. He's trying to click away, and there's JW gone. Kenny takes one, but a double return here for Fnatic, making it look a bit sweeter, but reloading as he peeks that corner. And Olofmeister gets himself killed. It's Crims and Flusher left here, 2 versus 3, and that bomb side is open for business. And Kiyoshima, well, actually, it's going to be NBK picking up the kill now, down to Crims, last man left alive, and he's going to get shot in the back of the head. Kiyoshima shuts it down, 14-2, and Envy, I mean, I don't know if it's fair to say that it was the final. I feel there's been a lot of nails in this coffin, and it's already in the ground.
That was the last gasp. And I mean, they did charge forward. They didn't check for Happy behind sandbags, but just also, these are the kinds of mistakes that you make under duress. Because usually Fnatic are so thorough. The first man will be watching connector, but then the second man around will watch sandbags, and they're watching all the angles. Everybody knows what to do. Instead, Fnatic, they're just so focused right now that they all tunnel visioned. And so, of course, you give a team like Envy, especially when they're fired up like this, you give them that kind of opportunity, they're just going to wreck you. And Apex up close, double spray down for him. Kenny takes out Olofmeister as well. It's down to Flusha and Pronax for Fnatic. They are trying to commit to this B site. Bomb makes it way up here, but Apex and Kiyoshima hold the line, and Envy are on match point, Anders, and they have 13 of them.
Yeah, I mean, this is unheard of almost. We knew that Envy probably had the map advantage here against Fnatic. Definitely not Fnatic's strongest map. There's no denying that, but still, this is something else here. Obviously, a force up from Fnatic, no choice really. Deagle on Olofmeister, and then a couple of mixed pistols for the rest of it here. See if they can start something, anything.
Oh, bit of a dunk nade here onto Olaf. Boom. Down to 50 HP. That is painful. Happy's making some noise though. Pronax knows he's coming. Tries to play the close angle. That drops the bomb. Olaf is still up here with 50 HP. If JW goes down, this is going to get nasty. 2 kills there for Happy. He gets taken out eventually by JW, but the damage is done. Man advantage is going to heavily favor Envy in this kind of situation, especially if they know where Crims is playing from. He's waiting in Squeak Door right now, waiting for that signal from his teammates to go for the peak to try and get the info.
They need to make something work. Time is a bit on their side here. They've just got a little bit less than a minute left, and it's going to be a shot from Kenny to bring down JW. Crims and Flusher are going to be left. It also drops the bomb in A main. They have to go back and pick it up. Kenny's going to go down here, and the fight continues. Rotation coming in from Envy. They know exactly where that bomb is. Apex going to be spraying around the corner. Drops one, and Crims is going to go down. Envy are on to the semi-finals here, defeating Fnatic 16-2 at the CSGO Major. What an utterly grotesque performance from the Frenchman.
16-2 is better than 16-1, but only marginally.
It's about twice as good, which doesn't really say as much. I mean, that is just incredible here. Envy out of their booth, and Fnatic obviously shell-shocked.
To see this kind, yeah, exactly, and this is something that just never happens. Never happens between 2 of the top tier like this. I mean, it can be one way, but it gets down to the last map like this. You're expecting 30 rounds, but instead, we get 18.
Very curious to see what the mental state of Envy is going to be once we get the interview up and running. I mean, this was some interesting maps for the first 2 ones, back and forth, but...
This is the close of one of the biggest storylines that we could have had here, the triple crown attempt by Fnatic. The 2 majors they managed to pick up back-to-back at the beginning of the year. This is the 3rd and the final major of the year. They could have ended it on 3, but that is now a dream that is done. And let's go ahead and hear from Happy on the stage now with Paul, with Red Eye.
Thank you, Simla. Happy, very well done indeed. Fantastic game, but I want to talk about the first map as well, within the 3 maps itself, because in map 1 you made such a good start, 5-1 up, everything's working, and then it falls to pieces. Why?
I mean, it's Fnatic, you know. Like, even if you win a couple of rounds and you seem to play well, they can always bounce back, and when you are not playing perfectly, you will lose. And that's what I'm telling my teammates every time we play against them. Play perfect. You just win if you are perfect.
Okay, so you bring it back in map 2, it's all tied up 1-1. Did anything come into your head about the Champion of Champions match? Because it was the first time you'd beaten them on Cash, on LAN, and then suddenly, map 3, it's Cash. We could do this again.
I think Cash, except against Virtus Pro, is a really strong map for us. And I guess, yeah, when we are on fire like we were, we just roll over top teams.
Strategically, what changed today, if anything? What did you go into the match with a mindset of? Was it, I mean, play perfect, sure, but strategically, what changed, if anything?
Just headshot. I'm kidding. I guess we were with a very bad mentality when we came into Mirage, and we just paid it. It was really hard, and when it came down to Cobble, we were really strong, and we built up confidence. And on Cash, we were just, everyone was listening, everyone was doing everything what I was saying, and it just went perfectly.
Obviously we talk about this being a game of a team game, but individuals stand out. How important is it to have an AWPer of the quality of Kenny in the team against a player of JW's caliber?
I don't really look into this kind of stuff. I value a player if he does what I tell him to do and if he does it well. And you could see on Cash, like, everyone was doing his job even more. And I mean, it's 16-2 against Fnatic, you know, it's...
Well done. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen,
just
Envy.
pretty good.
Yeah, we were pretty gobsmacked as well. Well done. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, Envy are your first semi-finalists of our 7th CSGO Major.
Thanks a lot for that, Paul. Got to say, I'm feeling pretty good right now. Seems like Duncan is as well. He's joining the EnVyUs train.
Yeah.
Hey, I was calling these boys to win this major months ago.